Droid, how many lives do you have?
What do you mean?
How many lives do you live?
9?
Well, wouldn't you prefer another one? A second one?
Why?
A second life? So that
Wait.
you can be,
How can I get a
I
second
don't
life?
know, maybe a flaming dragon or
Yes, that'd be
something?
awesome.
Well, in that
Wait, how is
case,
a flaming dragon to give me a second life?
I don't. It's not the point. The point is Second Life, a slightly new role-playing game for free.
Am I gonna? Oh.
Yes, in which you may have
What's
a
that?
second life that you may do whatever the heck you want in.
Oh,
If you want to sit on a bench, you and live
I'm
out your
sit on a
dream
bench.
and live out your
I
dream.
am definitely yes. That
And
is my dream to
live out your
sit on a bench.
Yeah, live out your dream of sitting on that bench. Oh, guess
No,
what?
hold on,
Now
hold on.
listen,
I'm gonna tell you my real
listen.
dream.
If you want to, you can make a mahogany bench too. Or
Yes.
or if you're a Star Wars fan,
No.
or
Can I
if you're a
make it a
Star
pine
Wars fan, if you're a
Can I make it a pine bench?
Yeah, I bet you can. And if you really want to be if you're a Star Wars fan, dude, you can make it a redwood bench. I bet.
Doc can't find anything for Second Life.
Sit on that redwood bench. Sit on that redwood bench all day long if you want
Can
to.
I get an Ewok? Can I get an Ewok?
That's I don't know.
Oh, okay.
But if any of this sounds interesting to you at all, then please check the link below for Second Life and live out your dreams in a second life.
I like lives.
And it'll give us a little bit, and every time, for every person who signs up, we make a tiny, tiny, tiny fraction of a hair of a cent.
Donate to the channel by donate to the channel by pressing links. That's how you do things.
Or you
you better do it.
Or you could go on to our.
Do it now.
Actually, you can't do that. Actually, I'm pretty sure that's illegal what you're saying.
I'm kidding.
But
Don't do that. Don't do that, actually.
But if you would like to donate,
then
please check it. If you do want to donate, please check out the Patreon page. There's a link to that below as well, and you get some cool rewards and benefits.
It doesn't give me money though. Don't donate any money to him.
Okay, so that's done. Hi everybody, I am Teddy Jenkins.
No, he's Tejahan.
Tejahan.
Chedonkin. Yeah.
Chedonkin.
Cheddar Donkin.
And the man with me is Fidel Castro.
Your mom. Yes, Fidel Castro, definitely.
Fidel Castro and your mom are with me.
That's not nice.
Seth, which do you prefer to be, Fidel Castro or your mom?
Is it Fidel Castro's mom? Is it Fidel Castro's mom?
Fidel Castro's mom. Oh, man. It is not Fidel Castro's mom, no.
I'd rather be Osama bin Laden's mom, okay?
Listen, what did you say, Seth? Let's not talk about people's moms, or let's talk more about them?
Osama bin Laden's
Let's talk more about
That's who I am.
Yes.
Okay. Let's not talk about that. Let's not talk about that. How about we do that? How about we
Let's not bring that up. That's a bit far.
Yeah, maybe just a little. I'm trying to tilt this piece of wood.
I'll leave.
Okay, that didn't work. No, Seth, stay. Okay, so, gentlemen, what happened yesterday?
I forgot.
Captain America?
Yes.
Yeah, the trailer came out.
Seth, did you just forget entirely? Like, do you have short-term amnesia all the time?
Yes, 24,000,000,007.
Okay. All right. Let's commit Seth. Let's commit. Okay, I suggest that we commit Seth right now before he can hurt anyone. Put him in the white jacket, all that sort of stuff.
Yes.
He'll be very happy. We literally will not. We'll
Can I
take
get
him.
Flowers?
We'll take you to the cheapest asylum that we can
get
find.
Flowers.
Yeah, we'll take you to the cheapest asylum that we can find.
Can I get chicken?
I'm sure that you can get chicken. I'm sure you can get chicken.
Can I get baked chicken with ranch?
Serve chicken at the asylum.
Can my grandma bring home fries?
No ranch or home fries. Only chicken.
I'm not going.
No.
I'm not going.
And you cannot get them in nugget form ever.
Nope. We're denying him life right now.
Yep. Okay. Okay. Moving on from Seth being a psychopath.
Yep.
Seth, it
Which
literally
he is.
sounds like you're eating your microphone all the time. So please
It
stop
does.
that.
It does.
Okay, so okay, so I just want to say this. Before yesterday, I was much more excited about.
What was yesterday?
Okay, I'm asking. Okay, can we please stop? Okay, can we stop? Okay, we've done. We've already gone through that. Okay, we made the joke. Okay, I'm serious. Okay, I'm serious. Stop. Stop.
I'm serious too. Don't know what we're talking about.
Yes, you do. Stop being a fake idiot.
Fine.
I'm not fake idiot. I'm confused.
I'll be a real idiot then.
No, okay. Listen. People expect something from this, okay? You are not doing this for yourselves. You're doing this for others, okay?
People expect a laugh at your podcast.
Yes, but they also expect they also expect something that gives them something to come away with.
Teddy, people laugh at your podcast and not in the good way.
Yay! I feel so fulfilled now. Okay, so anyway, moving on. We're moved on. So before yesterday, okay, I was more excited for Batman v Superman rather than Civil War, and and some people would probably disagree with me on that, on why, but to me, I was thinking, this is Batman fighting Superman. Nothing could ever be better than that. It's impossible.
Yeah.
That's a dream come true to see Batman and Superman fight in a full-fledged movie.
That sucks.
But
it really is. No,
Seth, can you please just stop? Okay. I'm serious, okay? No more jokes. You made the jokes. We all made jokes. It was all fun, okay?
I'm serious. I don't like that.
You don't like what?
Batman versus Superman. It sounds pretty bad.
He doesn't like bats.
Okay, then
doesn't like bats versus Superman.
Yeah.
It sounds pretty bad.
Then in that case, Seth, you are a terrible human being. You should be imprisoned right this
moment. Goodbye.
I sure hope he didn't actually leave. So.
I didn't.
Okay, good. Okay, so, but anyway, I've said okay, so dozens of times at this point. Anyway.
You know what I say all the time?
What?
Anyway. I say anyway like 50 times a day.
I do.
Well,
I do
anyways,
too.
I say anyways a lot as well, because anyway, I don't care anyway.
Okay.
Anyway.
Let's move on. Okay, so let's try to say move on instead of anyway.
I'm too fat.
Why? It sounds so lame though.
I don't care, okay? Just say whatever.
Anyway, let's move on.
Can we please get on to what we're actually supposed to be talking about on the podcast?
On.
Okay?
Yes, you may.
Alright, so, but yesterday, after seeing the Civil War trailer, I think now I'm more excited for Civil War than I am for Batman v Superman.
You're smarter now.
Probably.
Hands down.
I'd say so.
Because, as probably the entire world knows at this point, Spider-Man was in the latest trailer. And dude,
Spider-Man's dead.
No. And
yes.
So, it completely blew my mind that he was going to be in it.
Yeah, it did.
And it was amazing. It was absolutely amazing. What did you guys think of his costume? I want to start with Spider-Man. I don't want to end on
it looked different.
That's
all I have.
Well, here's what I've heard. Here's what I've heard, okay? Is that there's going to be two costumes. One of them is going to be designed by Iron Man. The other one is going to be made by Spider-Man, which makes sense because if you've ever read the Civil War comic, Iron Man gives him a suit called the Iron. Iron Man gives him a suit called the Iron Spider, which is basically if
Oh, that,
yeah,
yeah.
and it's basically just Iron Man
Actually,
armor, but looks like Spider-Man.
that was on the
Spider-Man
animated
costume.
series.
Yes,
That was on
yeah,
the
it
animated
was.
series.
Yeah, it was. It was.
I didn't read the comics.
Yeah, it looks just like what you're thinking of. It had the gold and the
Okay.
like
Well, anyways,
reddish.
but like his costume looks like more like a childish costume, like a kid would wear. But like in the movies, looks like a tough guy would like wear the costume. But now it's like a lot brighter red and blue.
That's
like,
another.
It's
but
darker.
here's the thing. Okay, in this he's a teenager, and he's played by a teenager. Just so you guys know, he's played by an actual kid. And I like that more. And I like I like that more because it's
kind of
because here's the thing: Spider-Man was always the most, in my opinion, the most relatable superhero that you could get.
Yes.
You know, because he was
mine was like Captain America.
Yeah, the dude who's literally perfect in every. Because here's the thing, okay, Captain America is like what we all want to be. Captain America is like
I'm already like that.
Essentially a perfect human being. I mean,
I'm already like that though, so I don't care.
Well, and so I'm trying not to say and so as much, but
and so.
Okay, good, you're done. So what really impresses me about let's just skip all what I was saying. The costume to me looks great for what it is. If it's Iron Man's costume that he's making for him,
yes,
I think it looks great because it definitely looks very tech oriented. You know, with the see, he's basically got cameras for eyes, which is super cool looking.
He does.
And it looks very cool, dude, when he zooms in. I don't know if that means that he can like zoom in, like he has like supervision basically, or if it's just a matter of just like the eyes just change depending on how his expression changes, maybe, or something like that. But it's
whose team are you on?
What? Oh, whose team?
The big question.
I'm on.
Team are you on?
I think I'm on Captain America's because here's the thing.
Thank you.
Here's the thing. Okay. Basically, what this is it's Democrats versus Republicans. If you think about it, that's basically what it is.
Well, see, look, they have like the new guy, like the new guy that created, like the gym in his head. Like he's smart, he's like wise, but he's on Iron Man's team, which kind of made me feel bad because he's the greatest sense of piece to the puzzle.
Oh yeah,
so
yeah. Vision. Are you talking about Vision?
Yeah, I think his name was Vision.
Yeah, the robot dude, right? Like, in Avengers.
Yeah,
the robot.
The guy who has like the
gem
Infinity Stones.
Yeah.
The Infinity Stones.
Yeah, so I was also very surprised by that because I would have thought either he would be totally neutral and be like, I'm above this. You know, like I'm so powerful, I don't need to deal with like, you know, dumb humanity.
Yeah, I can see
that too.
Squabbles like this. But why Iron Man? You know what I mean? Like, no what is it that I don't get what it is that Iron Man has.
Almost killed everybody by creating him.
I gotta say this too. Iron Man is a total dirtbag. Like,
he is.
Like people, like I hear so many times like it would be awesome if you were Tony Stark. It would not be because everyone hates him.
No.
Like every human being alive hates Iron Man. You
like him because you hate him so much.
And you like him because it's like he has everything that any human being could want. Yeah. He has literally all the
money.
Yeah, you know, every physical need that you could want or any physical desire he has. But then like Captain America has more of also has what everyone wants. And that's to, you know, that the feeling that you're doing the right thing and that you're a good person and, you know, you're fighting for something that's important and, you know, like that sort of thing. So it's interesting, that dynamic. So let's just go through, Droid, if you could pull up on the trailer who is on whose team. I just want to go through each person on the team.
I also don't like how the Iron Patriot dies. When Iron Patriot, the guy who plays Iron Patriot.
Well, it's War Machine now. He's War Machine again.
War Machine.
Now here's the thing.
God, that is so much better. Like in Iron Man 3, like he says, that is so much better than Iron Patriot.
Yeah, War Machine.
Yeah.
It's so much better, but I just keep thinking of the other one.
Well, with Iron Patriot, it's. I feel like Captain America. If that's what Captain America would be called if he got Iron Man armor.
Yes.
You know, like that sound, and that would be cool. By the way, that would be really, really cool if he got Iron Man armor, for at one point, for like one movie. He couldn't have it all the time, but
yeah, of course.
So some of the people who are on the teams are a bit odd. And some of them I completely understand. Other ones I'm a bit skeptical on why it is that they would be like. Okay, why is Hawkeye? I was about to say Hawkeye on Cap's team. You know?
Oh, I thought Hawkeye was on the Iron Man's.
No, he's on Captain America's team, which I find a bit strange.
I agree with it.
And Black Widow is on Iron Man's team, which I was super surprised by. Which is
super. She should be on Cap.
However, it appears that she's going to be a pretty neutral force in this, because she talks to Iron Man and is kind of. I don't think she likes working with Iron Man. I think she's doing it because she's a government agent.
She despises him.
Yeah. And that might just be why Hawkeye. I gotta say, I guess it makes sense since we've learned a lot more about Hawkeye after the second Avengers movie. Which, dude, Hawkeye was great in that movie. He really had a lot more character detail added to him, which is great because Hawkeye is a cool character. And in the first Avengers movie, he was like a dude who shoots arrows at people. And that's it. Like, he doesn't do or say anything else other than, pew, pew, pew. I mean, he was boring in the first Avengers movie, really.
Pew.
So Hawkeye's on Cap's team. Ant-Man is on Cap's team, which I'm so happy
to see. Ant-Man.
Wait, say that again?
I didn't even see Ant-Man in the trailer.
Yeah, he's there. He's there. Okay, get this, all right? In the trailer, I'm not sure if you guys noticed this, he rides one of Hawkeye's arrows and then jumps on Iron Man's arm and then runs up. Yeah. If you watch it a couple times, you'll notice it. Which is something that people have wanted to see for a while, which is, Ant-Man riding one of Hawkeye's arrows, because that happens a couple times in the comics.
Does it?
Yeah, apparently. I kind of knew that happened, but...
It happens like 4 or 5 times in the comics.
Yeah. So Ant-Man is on Cap's team. Vision is on Iron Man's team, which is strange. Black Panther is on Iron Man's team. I don't understand. Now, here's the thing. From what I've heard people talk about the trailer, it appears that what happens is Black Panther's dad could get killed at the embassy-looking building that we see get blown up.
Yeah.
That is what the Winter Soldier causes that, or is accused of causing it, and Black Panther wants revenge against Winter Soldier, and so he works with Iron Man so that way he can kill Winter Soldier. Yeah. So it's really to fulfill his own ends, not because he agrees with Iron Man or anything like that, which makes sense. And it also explains why we see Black Panther chasing Winter Soldier literally everywhere in the trailer, because he's just sprinting after him. I gotta say though, Black Panther looks fabulous, and
he does,
and moves, dude, everything he does is awesome. Like the part where he literally sprints down a motorcycle.
Does he?
Yeah. Oh, you didn't see that, dude? He is chasing Winter Soldier, and Winter Soldier's on a motorcycle. He jumps onto a shipping truck and leaps off the shipping truck and cuts the back tire. And
Jesus Christ.
And it's like, dude, like he freaking leaps for him.
Dude, he's like a mile for that thing.
I know, and he moves like a comic book character too. Like he moves in that's not humanly possible, which has been. I mean, Captain America can kind of do that, but it's still, he moves like a somewhat normal human being. But Black Panther moved like a, like just completely different from anything that we've seen so far. He's also bulletproof.
Is he?
Yeah, because he gets shot. You didn't watch this trailer at all. You should have watched it more carefully.
I watched the second one. I watched the second one and the first one.
He gets shot by a helicopter and is just like, yo, Like he just looks at it as it's shooting him, which makes sense because his whole suit is made of vibranium, which is the same material that Cap's shield is made out. Yeah, it's the same stuff that Cap's shield is made out of. They mention it several times.
Sounds like vibranium.
Well, no. So the reason that it's called vibranium is because it absorbs any impact that it receives. It basically is indestructible because what it does is it absorbs an impact and then spreads the vibrations out much better than any other metal can. So that's why Captain America's shield is almost impossible to break. Because it takes...
Yeah, almost.
Yeah, because it takes...
Now, I have a question. What if Captain America fought... what's his face?
What's his name? You got the hammer, Thor?
Yeah, no.
He died.
Yeah. Well, maybe. Maybe.
You
really think Thor's that good?
Well, Thor's a hammer, so that's about it.
Thor literally has... Dude, here's the thing. I'm glad they didn't put Thor or Hulk in this movie. Because whoever has Thor or Hulk on their team instantly wins.
They win.
Because, Thor can literally just shoot lightning.
They should have had Johnny Depp.
No, you're lying. You're lying. You know why? Like, the new guy, he can pick up Thor's hammer.
True, but still, dude, Thor can literally just shoot lightning at anyone. Like, he can just make the sky shoot lightning at you. You can't exactly just dodge that as a human being, you know?
Every time, in every movie, he has to have the hammer to shoot lightning. He's always used the hammer.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, wait. I see what you're saying. So you're saying so Vision can, like, I believe, turn invisible and intangible. So, theoretically, he could get the hammer away from Thor. The only
reason that, like, what was it called?
Mjolnir.
I was trying to thought back. You talk a lot. I was trying to thought.
Okay, it's fine. Okay, so who else is on whose team? Of course, War Machine is on Iron Man's
Captain
team.
America.
Because he's...
Yeah.
Who else is on Iron...
He's also dead, by the way.
Who else?
Also dead.
Okay, he might not be, though. I mean, we don't necessarily know that he's dead. He looks dead. He looks really dead.
A lot of movies make people look dead.
Yeah.
Look, he got shot in the heart. He got shot in the heart.
No. If you look at it, he gets scathed across the chest. If you look at it carefully, he only gets scathed across the chest. However, just because the arc reactor is destroyed doesn't mean that he's dead. It could just be... Because, dude, you gotta remember, he's wearing, like, what? A foot of metal over his chest? I mean, that's not just gonna, break away and kill him. Winter Soldier, of course, is on Cap's team. Yeah. So, according to
I'm excited to see Buck. I'm excited to see
Dude,
Buck.
I really am. So, here's the thing, okay? It's alleged that somebody's going to die in this movie. One of the characters is. Well, there's three options that people have narrowed it down to. It's either going to be War Machine, Iron Man, or Captain America. I think it's going to be Captain America because in the comic book, Captain America gets killed. He gets assassinated by somebody.
Does he?
And so, get this, the Winter Soldier takes up the mantle of Captain America and becomes the new Captain America. Now, since there's a Winter Soldier now in the movies, could easily be done. And wouldn't you accept that? I feel like people would easily accept that. Like would be like, all right, you know what? This, and especially
I would not accept that. I would not. I would argue. I would cry. I would be a baby about it.
No. But like I think that in this movie, we're going to see that the Winter Soldier is like the guy who plays him. I'm not sure his name.
Yeah.
That he's a good actor. Like I think they're going to show us more of his, because in Winter Soldier he kind of just kills people. Like he doesn't say much.
He's trained as an assassin. He's trained to an assassin. It's Bucky. Bucky is amazing.
Yeah.
Bucky is MVP.
Yeah.
Bucky's like freaking like the all. Okay, Bucky would be the quarterback of a high school football team. The best track star, football player, baseball player, soccer player, whatever you want to name, any sport, swim team. I don't care. He would be like the all-star of all that. That's Bucky.
True.
Even shows that in like the Captain America movie.
I gotta say,
like the movie
there's nothing cooler than a dude with a robotic arm. Like,
nope.
Like that's pretty cool.
Oh, yes, there is.
I just realized something. That means that we could have Captain America with a robot arm.
Oh my god.
That's cool.
That is really cool.
What if Spider-Man becomes the new Cap?
Okay,
You're retarded.
if that would be really dumb. If that happened, that would be absolutely mind blowing. Because I could not imagine Spider-Man's costume, but done all like patriotic, like that would.
Oh my god!
That would be pretty amazing.
Please let that be a thing.
But so the now it appears from the trailer that Spider-Man is on Iron Man's team. Now in the comic book, what happens is that basically Iron Man is like, "Hey, kid, you should join our team." And it's like if you're a teenager and you have superpowers, and Iron Man says, "Hey, would you like to be on the Avengers?" Are you gonna say no? You know? So originally at the beginning, he's on Iron Man's team, but then as it progresses, he leaves Iron Man and joins Cap's team. I'm hoping that's what happens because I think that's
okay.
It's cooler and it doesn't make as much sense for him to be on Iron Man's team throughout the whole thing.
All right, I'm gonna watch 2 more trailers of this.
Okay.
Gonna make more sense of it.
Yeah.
I'm mute myself and like that me hearing.
All right. So, Droid, what else did? Okay, we saw the raft, which is the supervillain prison, on the ocean, which looks very cool and also very. I think that is one thing. See, I think what's going to happen is Iron Man and Captain America are going to start out being like, yeah, this is a good idea. We should, I'm not sure I like this too much. Yeah, okay, Iron Man, I think you're going a bit too far with this whole thing. You know what I mean? Like, I think it's going to just slowly, I think that it's showing us, like, you know, the fact that he's building a prison that just is like basically just a bunch of cages for, it could be heroes too. You know, like it could be that maybe it's supposed to house superheroes who resist the government program
the world order.
registering with the government. Oh yeah, by the way, Scarlet Witch is on Captain America's team, which totally makes sense because you know, you're a new superhero, you don't trust anyone really, you don't want to all of a sudden be told, hey, register with the government because your powers are dangerous. You know, like it's you obviously it makes total sense that would happen. Oh, and Falcon's on Captain America's team, which also makes sense because they're also best friends. What do you think? Is there anyone on the roster that you were really surprised by to see on their team?
What?
Was there anyone particular who you were surprised to see on a particular person's team?
Spider-Man, obviously.
Yeah. Anybody else?
Looks like he's going to be on Cap's team.
I think that he will be. Probably just because I don't quite see how Spider-Man's going to stay with Iron Man. Because Spider-Man to me doesn't seem like the type that would like Iron Man. I feel like it's going to be one of those things where he's really enamored with Iron Man in the beginning, and he's like, "Holy cow, you're Iron Man!" And then he's going to be like, "Hey, you're a real jerk, Iron Man," like every superhero does. Which I think it's fine. So some cool things on Spider-Man's costume. The lens eye things, which looks super awesome because I love how they did it so that he can show emotion a little bit with the eyes, because that, you know, Deadpool pulled it off perfectly. If you watch any of the Deadpool trailers, you can see how his eyes change. It looks great. I'm hoping they do something like that when he has the other costume. With this, it makes sense that he has the lens eye things, you know?
Yeah.
He has some weird black bands around his arms. Did you notice that? Like the black band looking things?
Who?
Spider-Man.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, he has some kind of weird bands. I'm not sure if they do anything or if they're just a aesthetic look, just for the looks. but it looks cool. He also, here's the other cool thing. He has mechanical web shooters. So they're not going to go the route of his body makes webbing inside of his wrists that just let him shoot it out at any, because that kind of is dumb. I mean, at least in the Tobey Maguire movies, they did that, and I was just kind of like, I liked it better when it was.
How does it come out?
And here's the other thing.
That's my question.
Here's the other thing. It's much cooler that he made it. He made the web shooters himself, because it shows he's a smart dude. He isn't just an average person. Like he's an intelligent guy. And that's one reason why Spider-Man is such an interesting character, is how he's complex, like he's a superhero who's also really, really scientific and smart, but is also really wacky and cool, and
there's a normal person.
Yeah, and he's probably the most normal superhero ever. I mean, because he's just an average dude. He doesn't have like Captain America is not average in any way, because you don't know what it's like to be a superhuman who's from the 40s. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like it's I mean, there's certain elements that you can relate to with Captain America, but in other ways it's just impossible, because he's a perfect human being. And Iron Man is the most unrelatable character, I would say. You can't, I mean, I don't think you can relate to Iron Man on any possible level.
No.
Because Iron Man is just...
I mean, unless you're a horrible person.
Yeah, I mean, but like, okay, this is the same with Superman. You can't relate to Superman really at all. Because Superman's basically a god. Like you can't relate to somebody who is virtually immortal and can do almost anything. It's like, it's just impossible. Because he's so different than you. It's two totally different situations that, I mean, and there's certain elements about the characters that you can relate to, but the character as a whole and just as a person, you can't quite relate to. But with Spider-Man, I think everybody can relate to, because his whole life basically is sort of just giving up stuff to do the right thing. You know what I mean? Like like juggling all the things that happen in a person's life. And then on top of that, like, what if you had superpowers? What if you had the responsibility of saving people's lives on top of everything in life, Which is, I mean, I think it's a perfect idea if you really think about it. So the other thing is that, so he has the mechanical web shooters on the outside of his wrists, and he also has some cool little like refill cartridges on like a belt.
Does he?
Which I thought was really interesting, neat touch, because it acknowledged the fact that
he have that in the comics?
Yeah, he has that in the comics too. Which I like, because it acknowledges the fact that he can run out. Like, I hope in the movie at one point he just runs out. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, he just runs out and he's like, "Oh, I'm out of webbing. Hang on, let me reload." Because it's otherwise it's just sort of like, meh, okay, like it's like, okay, you got web shooters, but when in the comics several times, if those web shooters get broken, he can't web swing, he can't web somebody's face shut, he can't do any of that sort of stuff, which it limits him a lot of ways. Several times people have, let's say he's on a skyscraper, somebody will grab him by the wrists, hold him over a skyscraper and crush the web shooters, he'll just fall. Like, he just can't do anything but then it's like, he'll grab like a pole that's hanging from the skyscraper or something and, grab onto it and then hold on and then climb down the building. Or somebody else save him or something like that. But it's, a lot of, I think a lot of people think, oh, the web, him being able to shoot webs is like a power, and it isn't. It's just I think it's kind of funny too, the fact that he must have realized that, oh, I should have webbing if I'm gonna call myself Spider-Man. Like, he wasn't just like, Spider-Man, yeah, because I can stick to things. Like, he really filled the whole why I'm called Spider-Man thing. And I mean, and there's tons of other superheroes that are kind of just like, why do you call yourself like you know what I mean? Like Batman's a perfect example of that. Why do you call yourself Batman? Well, because I was scared by bats as a child, and I hate them, but I realize that they are what caused me fear. So I'm going to, you know what I mean? It's like super complicated, but it's like Spider-Man makes sense because he was just bitten by a spider, and he sticks to things.
He's a man.
Yeah, it's like okay, like you don't have to ask him ever. Why do you call yourself Spider-Man? You have to ask Batman, and like people will ask Batman, why are you called Batman? You know, like people
It's just like, I'm Batman.
Yeah. Okay, so what else? What else is there to talk about?
I don't know. Everything.
It's not a very good answer, you know. Let's see. General Ross.
I'm losing a game of Dota because my team sucks.
General Ross is in this trailer, who hasn't been seen since the Incredible Hulk movie. He's the guy giving the briefing to all of them about like, you know, in Washington D.C., you guys let a nuclear blast go off, and in New York, that alien invasion killed a lot of people, and so it's that's that. Why did Quicksilver have to die in the Avengers movie?
Yeah, Quicksilver.
Because I thought he was. I always thought he was cool, just getting to see his costume and everything. Thought it was interesting, but then he died in a cool way though, saving Hawkeye and a small child. You can't go out much more heroic than that.
No, you definitely can't.
Yeah, but the other thing I always thought that made Spider-Man one of the coolest superheroes, possibly maybe the coolest superhero, was the fact that he was an actually good person. Like for instance, okay, superheroes countless times will save people and will help save the world and whatever. But Spider-Man would like constantly be in situations where he would have to make a conscious decision to let himself die to save somebody.
Yeah.
Like a situation where he will die if he does this, but he will save 50 people or whatever. And like think about all the times that he has to hold up something. And it's like, I'm going to hold this up while everybody gets out of here, and then, he lives, of course, but like I think that's one thing that Spider-Man 2 did well, the Tobey Maguire movies, was that they really expressed the fact that he was a hero, like he was trying to be a hero. Because, there's the scene in Spider-Man 2 where he's on the train, and the train's going too fast, and then he gets in front of the train and just, stops the train while he's in front of it, which could rip his arms off and kill him.
Yeah, it could.
Or the time that he saves Mary Jane by lifting up that giant piece of metal that's about to fall on top of her, and then...
Oh, yeah.
It's stuff like that kind of emphasizes that he is a person who wants to be a hero. You know what I mean? Like, Iron Man and Captain America are heroes, but they don't try to be. They kind of just are. You know what I mean? Like if you've ever read and I probably assume you haven't, but the Ultimate Marvel comics, which are like, it's basically another. It's an ultimate. It's called the Ultimate Universe, and it's like a universe where everything is significantly more dark and gritty and brutal.
Is it?
Yeah, and so in that universe, Spider-Man is just dead. And there's another Spider-Man takes his place. So what happens is that Peter Parker sacrifices himself to save a whole bunch of people against the Green Goblin, but dies doing it.
Seems like him.
And the thing is that to me, that's such a cool thing, because then, think about it this way, okay? Let's say you're Captain America, you let a 16-year-old kid sacrifice his life to save people, and I mean, it's not your fault, but,
you obviously feel the guilt.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's interesting, because I always felt that, that was Spider-Man's most interesting quality, was the fact that he would he was doing this to help people. You know, like he wasn't doing it for any other reason. That was always his only concern was whether or not he got to help people. You know.
Yeah.
Which
I totally get that.
Yeah, which Iron Man and Captain America is, but I think I'm hoping that Spider-Man is going to be kind of like the middle ground. You know, like the idea of why can't we just help people? You know, like we're all superheroes. Why can't we just, you know, be superheroes? And so I think that's going to be I'm hoping that that's going to be a key theme in it is you know, why can't we all just get along? Especially in a movie titled Civil War. You know. So I think that's about it, isn't it?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yep. So please check the link in the description, the affiliate link that we have to Second Life, if you would like to have a second life where things are insane. From what I've seen of it, I haven't played it yet. I might. But from what I've seen of it, if you like Dark RP or anything like that, I think that you'd love this because it looks absolutely insane and amazing. Yeah, the good old days. All right, thank you.
Bill's server was around.
Yeah. All right, everybody. Thank you for watching. This has been Teddy Jenkins on the Nerdly Gentleman podcast with Droid and Seth.
No. Yes, you better say me.
Yeah, I know.
By the way, what happened to Seth?
I don't know. He disappeared. Bye.